Hello YouTube, this is Retta. I'm going to do a quick reading on Joy Villa. I guess she's been in the news lately and so forth, and she's got on to, I don't know too much about her. She came up on the scene a few, I think within like the year of this whole, Make America Great movement, whatever, by wearing this dress on the red carpet, a flag dress, and then she was saying all the right words for the conservative branch to really like, and so they embraced her, and now it seems like she's, turning her back or whatever. She never really got on my radar, really couldn't care less until just recently. So I have done her birth cards, and now that I've done her birth cards and kind of tuned into her energy, I kind of understand her more. She is the negative aspect to her birth cards. Everybody usually has a mixture of good and bad of their birth cards or whatever, but it's like hers is more self-serving. So she is the Emperor. But with her Emperor, it's just for, usually emperors are very caring, want to take care, want to be in a leadership position to bring, their group forward, stuff like that. That's not her. She's more selfish about it. She's the Emperor to get ahead for her own good. She has that draw, that personality that people would tune into and grab a hold of, because that's part of her energy of her Emperor. She has that leadership energy where people are drawn to her. So I can see why people drawn to her in the beginning, and now people don't know what to make of her. But she takes that draw of the people who tune into her for her own personal goal, greed. Her main goal is for her to get up higher. So she'll use people, places, and things to be the best or to get higher in a position of wealth, of position, of money. And with the Death card is that she can end and stop relationships that no longer serve her. So if something doesn't serve her anymore, she's able to discard that relationship, discard that business, and move on without any guilt feelings, because with the Death, she's able to move on. She's able to let things go without any attachment, guilt, or anything. She is one of them people that will do whatever she has to do to get ahead. So I heard something about she was part of Scientology. I don't believe she's a true Scientologist. I believe that she's using Scientology to get ahead. Is she really a Christian? Who knows? But she will use her Christianity to get ahead. Whatever she can do to get ahead, that's what she'll do. That's what she'll use. And she'll allow herself to be used to a certain extent. And then, if it's no longer served her, she's out. So she would never be a true Scientologist. I think she will use Scientology to get, in position, to get in the position of power. But I think Scientology knows that too. I don't think she would ever be someone that they would really put in a high position. They would probably use her just like she uses them. They know her that she's not to be trusted. So there is a point that, her being in Scientologist, she probably doesn't even know that much about Scientology at all. They wouldn't share any real secrets with her or so forth. But since she's in public light, they want her there for a reason. But she would never be a true Scientologist. I'm using this new deck. I can't think of what the name is. I think it's like the Sewer Tarot or the Savage Sewer, or I don't know what it is. I got it on Etsy a while back, and it's like a shadow deck. You guys know I like dark imagery decks. It gets more of an emotional reading. But I haven't really been called to use this deck, and for her, it calls to me. I have a lot of decks to cleanse. I have about 20 decks to cleanse, and it's going to take like 2 days. So, I'm using some new decks. So it's on Etsy. I can't really remember this deck. I'm going to have to, if I remember, it's somewhere on my Facebook page. When I got it in the mail a while ago, I posted it. So I can't really remember what the name is. But it's a nice deck. It's kind of cartoony, like a comic type, cartoony type deck. And I like it. So I want to see the energy. I think basically my intuitive nature's already said everything that needs to be said about Joy Villa. But I'll draw some cards. Discretion, recuperation, and upheaval. So she's been put in place to kind of cause a little bit of upheaval. Recuperation, discretion. So I think she was put as, like, you know, she put herself in. I think she was able to hide a lot of herself. She was very discreet in the beginning, kind of hiding who she truly was. She's able to blend in to people, part of that emperor energy. And we're now seeing, you know, her true manipulative and go-getter, go-get-em type attitude. And it's all for financial gain and gain of power, basically. And her recuperation. So she had her fall from grace. She was up there and she's fallen. So it's going to take her a while to get back up there. She kind of took a fall, so she's taking the time, but I see that she's going to come back into the limelight. I don't know when, and it's going to cause some type of upheaval. She's going to break free and come out swinging. So ain't no telling in the future what she's going to come up with. It could be Scientology, whatever. She'll do whatever to keep herself. And now she's been in the spotlight, because I never heard of her before until she wore that dress. So now that she's been in the spotlight, she wants to keep it there. She's going to take a moment of kind of, you know, a break and stuff, but she's going to come back strong. Someone, I think either herself or someone has told her to kind of, you know, quiet it down a little bit. I don't know how long it will last, to use some discretion. I think she's done some things, and she has some tricks in her sleeve, some things in the past. She has some stuff that will continue to have her in the spotlight. I'm not necessarily sure it's in regards to the campaign. It could be. Could be in regards to the Republican. It could be in regards to Scientology. But right now she's using discretion. She did that for a while. She was sneaking around trying to figure things out, you know, to arm her arsenal. And her fall from grace. So she's kind of recuperating, but she'll be back. She enjoyed that spotlight so much. She enjoyed that people knew her that never knew her before. You know, this was her time to shine, and she doesn't want to lose that. Even though a lot of people have turned on her, she's able, you know, she's going to try to get that back. So she might try to blame another group. She may try to bring out some secrets in regards to Trump. Not even Trump, because I don't think Trump knows her too well, but the Republicans and so forth, because I think they brought her in their circle a little bit. So not necessarily Trump, but Republicans. But also Scientology. And if she was smart, she wouldn't mess with those Scientologists too much. But you know, she'll do anything for a political claim. So we'll see. So I want to take out a few cards and figure out Joy Villa, Joy Villa, Joy Villa. Okay, where is she at now? Right now, she's kind of feeling like she put herself. She kind of trapped herself. She's kind of feeling like she's trapped, but she did it to herself, you know? It's like whatever she wanted to do, everything is limited right now. Her movements are limited, which is part of her discretion and her her recuperation. So she does have some secrets. So remember I said she's ready to use it, whatever, to bring up some upheaval, but not necessarily, it has nothing to do with Trump. It might be with the Republicans. It also might be with Scientology. So she has that in her arsenal. But she's kind of trapped. She doesn't really know which way to go. She needs this time out to try to figure out her next step. But this was something she did to herself. She went too far, too fast. She did too much, too fast. But she's smart. So we'll figure out what's her axe to grind. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. Her axe to grind is, you know, I don't think she had a very, I don't think she's had a very wonderful childhood. I don't know her background. I don't know anything about her, but she's thinking about it. I don't think she wants to be in a position of not power. I think when she was younger, she didn't have much power. She didn't have much control, and her being in this position right now is bringing her back to that thought of being powerless. And she's not going to allow that. She's going to take back control. She's right now trying to get her wits about her. Underneath is the Queen of Pentacles. Remember I said it's all about her. It's all about her. So about her money, her rise to fame. It has nothing to do with the movement, nothing. All she cares about is her. She wants her to be pushed ahead. She wants financial. She wants, you know, power, this and that. That's enough beyond everything. You know, there's a rabbit there. So people kind of, I guess she was a pretty package. People assume she's kind of dumb because but she's very smart. You know, she portrays like she doesn't know much, and she's a rabbit, and she's innocent, and she can't, you know, hurt anybody, or, you know, oh, don't mind me, you know, I'm not that smart, but she uses that. That's part of her charm. She uses that to get in and to find things, and that's part of her power. She's all about trying to get power for herself. Let's see in her past. Her past, the Magician. She made in a recent decision to do whatever it had to be. This is in the past. Whatever she had to do to get whatever she wants. That was a conscious choice. She will do whatever she has to do to get what she wants and get where she wants. It's in her power. She knows. She will do whatever. Whatever. See what's on her mind. She got things out. She's waiting. She has a burden. Remember I said those cards just say she has some things out. She's done some things. Remember, people didn't really pay her any attention. They found her harmless. But she's not harmless. So she's got a lot of people's secrets. She knows a lot of different things. It has nothing to do with Trump or anything. Just along her years, she used her sexuality, sex, you know, this and that, her energy. People want to be around her, that emperor energy, to get in certain places. So she has this arsenal. Remember I said there's a moon right here. She has an arsenal. And she had this notoriety. She doesn't want that to go anywhere. So she has all these things. She's just waiting. You know, she's just waiting. And yeah, you know, she has the burden of, you know, being still. Remember I said she's taking this time out to be still. So, you know, she's trying to figure out what her next move is. So that's the burden for her. She wants to do something now. She wants to do something. She wants to bring out secrets. She wants to do stuff to put her back in. And it's kind of like, no, you got to wait. You got to wait. And it's really like hard for her to hold back, you know, until that time is right. Because she wants to go out the Fool, naivety. The Eight of Cups, walking away. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. She was a fool. But she's smart. The Emperor. There's her energy. Look, it's a woman. Her legs are open. Even though, well, this is a man, but to me it looks like a woman. You know, her legs are open. So she will have sex, use her sexuality, whatever to get ahead. She's kind of she's kind of she's treading waters that she's doing things, you know, to get what she wants, but she's treading water that she's never been. If you look at this, she's playing in a different, you know, company that she really didn't understand. You know, she thought that her sexiness and stuff, but she's going into the deep end, into some dark, you know, territory, some dark things. And she doesn't realize, she was kind of naive. She thought she had a control over things, but she really doesn't. She doesn't know what she's going forth in. She doesn't know what she's doing. This is in the future. She's going to ruffle some feathers. Remember I said she has some other arsenal? Sometimes the Scientology is going off in my head. She's not realizing that, you know, she's walking away from things. She's walking away, but, you know, she's cold and manipulative. Look at this dark water. Her foot's in. She's ready. She's ready to do something. She's ready. So I think, you know, she's walking away from something emotionally, or she's putting her emotions on the back burner. And she's turning her back on what's supposed to be good and moral. It's all about her, you know, because there's that Emperor. She will use sex, whatever. You know, this is kind of to me, kind of reminds me of, it's kind of like a man, but it's a woman. So it's kind of like hermaphrodite, you know, this Emperor here. So she will use manipulation, her coldness. She doesn't really care for people. She'll do whatever. You know, I don't know what sign she is at all. So far we've seen the Queen. She has the Queen of Pentacles come up, the Queen of Cups, and she is the Emperor. So, but her foot, she's ready. She hasn't done it yet, but she's ready. So expect something to come out from her in the future in regards to something. Something's telling me she's going to use science. She used the Republican Party. And now, you know, I think she's going to try to use Scientology. Yeah, she's going to nothing given, nothing gain. So whatever she's been involved in these last year or even before, she's going to use that. She's going to use it. Nothing is off limits to her. Nothing and nobody. Yeah. See, she has something up her sleeves. You're going to hear it. Right now, she's trying to trap. Her movements are kind of limited. But she's an Emperor true and true. She's about her money, her business, her power. She will use and do whatever she has to do to get ahead. That's her personality. And people are drawn to her because she has this magnetic energy of the Emperor. But where most people, you know, use it to, you know, she's using it for selfish reasons. And now that she's been in the limelight like she has in this last year, she wants to keep it. So she's going to keep up in the ante. She's going to keep up in the ante, and something new is going to come out in the future. And I think it's going to have to do with something sexual, or because her legs are open. She doesn't care, or she's going to put herself in a position sexually to get things. To get things or information or whatever, or something sexual in her past she's going to put out. She's one of the people that, you know, she will use her body, her sexuality to get ahead. And if you tell her secrets or whatever, she's going to use it. She's all about her. So she's not really a good person. I wish I would have did this reading a while ago. But in actuality, she's going to end her, because she's too ambitious. And in actuality, nothing's going to go good for her. She might get that attention for a little while, or she might bring it out. But in all actuality, inside, you know, for whatever she had to do to get ahead, she feels like crap. I see the tens a lot. So she carries a lot of burdens, because she's one of the people that will have sex. She's one of them people that will be used or do whatever to get ahead. So this is like, in the end, it's going to end her, basically. And it's going to end her. She might even have to travel far away. She's not going to, you know, or it's going to be, you know, her fame and everything. It's just going to be ended, or she's going to be, you know, kind of wrapped in. See, this again, this world is the same as where she is now. racked and bound, where her movements and stuff are going to be limited. Her travel is going to be limited. So she's not going to be able to get out of things the way she once did. And look at her. No matter, you know, the Page of Swords is going forth on thoughts and actions. And she has some secrets. Here's that moon too. But she's hunched over. She's not that powerful. She's not that powerful. And these thoughts or these things are weighing her down. So she better be careful, because she's playing with a different sex. You know, she's playing with some dark people. Some dark people. And she thinks because she's so smart and this and that she can manipulate her way into things and out of things and use her body, sexuality, or whatever. She probably goes both. She's one of the people that she would use anything. You could probably tie her up, anything for her to get ahead. And I don't think she realizes that she's starting to talking or starting to get involved with people that aren't so good. And they're not going to be okay with her just letting these secrets out. And she wants to. She wants to cause, because she knows the more she causes upheaval, the brighter her star is. And she's starting to mess with some groups, or she has been messed with some groups and some people, some powerful people that are not going to let her get away with it. And she's going to try. She's going to try, because she's like addicted to this fame now. So it's not the last we heard of her, but if I was her, I would be worried. All right, that's the end. This is Joy Villa.